The opening happened, we all know about it, and then there's this really somber moment. You know, it's a couple of days later, and you're just kind of like, yeah, Dad's dead.
Those close to you. You know, Father.
I'm not just playing a game. I'm playing this dude's life, and like his life actually matters to me.
There was something about it that struck me right from the get-go, just how it felt, how it paced, and how much of a second life it felt to me. It honestly is a part of me. That's how it is to
me. The fact that the fans have kept the series alive this long is just kind of a testament to how special those games are. The fact that people are still so passionate about it after 15 years, that's a big deal.
We never saw a game that was just that narrative driven.
This game was kind of special.
I remember that moment in 2 when you just go to Hong Kong and suddenly the world just gets bigger. You have a cinematic sequence that you can actually manipulate, that you can actually play.
They kept telling me, no, we want her to be a little bit more flat. She doesn't have emotion.
They would have the list of all the different damage you would have. And it would be like small damage, which would be like, ugh. And then medium damage, which is, ugh. And bad damage, which is, yeah. So that's the big change, going from the death of arcades to a console-driven graphical future, which was way better than arcades.
Brian, who's the soulmate?
What?
Shut up!
PlayStation 2 and the Dreamcast really fought it out for a matter of months before Sega basically had to pull the plug.
They ended up getting Shenmue on the Xbox, which was great. But it kind of got buried after that. Shenmue just disappeared for like 14 years, and there's been so many sites talking about that it's coming back, and everybody's like, this E3, it's coming back, and I heard a rumor that the Tokyo Game Show is coming back, and it never did.
The revival of the Bertie franchise. I'm not going to be specific. That nuclear bomb thrown Yu Suzuki's house right on the LA Convention Center. I just want something that has slipped through the cracks in an era of WikiLeaks and subterfuge and spies and NeoGAF and Suicide Squad set leaks. I want something that has remained hidden. I want to be shocked. I want to be surprised when those lights dim. And there it is. Dreams. Hopes and dreams of the past and the future. People start weeping next to me. They see Metroid. They see Dragon Quest XI. They see Onimusha. Or they see Shenmue.
Recently, the developer told us that they're bringing back for PC and PS4. Alright, so much their project. So we wanted to celebrate that announcement on our stage. So this is a game that PlayStation fans have been very vocal about.
actually agree with the story you have read for, but this Kickstarter will be real success. When you choose to make it the full-on Shenmue experience you have dreamed of. The fate of Shenmue is in your hands now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Yu Suzuki.
To see something like that is like seeing old friends who stop this dead. Any time for a game like that to come out and to really be groundbreaking, it's now.
There's always an interest in people's minds, and it's not just the fans, but it's the people who need it as well.
The fate of Shenmue is in your hands now.
So, for those of you who might not have known, a lot of that footage was taken from the Shenmue documentary that's being made by a guy called Adam Scipione from Canada. You might not have known of that. He was originally doing the documentary before the announcement of Shenmue 3. And so he was like kind of halfway through it being like, at the end he was like, oh yeah, you know, we're not sure how we're going to end it. Or, you know, we're just kind of trying to pay homage to this thing that's long gone. This is like a thing I love from my childhood. And then like right in the middle of like kind of planning and development, it's like bang, the announcement. So, but yeah, so that's something to look forward to. And Adam, I've been chatting a lot with him on Facebook and stuff, and he sent me some exclusive looks at the documentary that's kind of in the middle of filming and editing and things like that, and also a little Q&A session. Some people sent in some questions to him, and so he kind of answered them, so we can look at that a bit later on. Without further ado, we're going to move on to the pub quiz in a minute. We need to go and get the questions and whatnot. But are you all in your teams? Yes. I just turned on. Okay, cool. These guys were teammates. Okay. Cool. So if you've got your teams ready and everything, I'm going to start in a minute. Yes.
500k admin.
What up?
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
You good?
Good.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. I'm very good.
I know, so am I. Pretty good turnout, isn't it?
It's good. I quite like the documentary that's going to be coming out. It's going to be good.
I'm going to go around this way. So you all tell me your team names. So I'll start with you guys. The Chi-Yu Dudes. Wicked. You guys?
Mad Angels.
The Mad Angels. The classic. What about you four?
We're the Wu-Tang Clan.
The Wu-Tang. I like that one.
I know the right group already.
Four Wu Dudes.
The four Wu Dudes.
Four
It should have been the four Wu Dudes.
Oh yeah.
That was funny, man. And you three? Cool. The Space Harriers. Okay, guys. So are you ready? Cool. And also, just remember, like, there are prizes for this at the end of the night, yeah?
You want to have our own Wu-Tang. Was that?
Yeah.
No, there's prizes. I'm just saying, like, try your best, you know.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but like, at the same time, the knowledge that you have could just like outclass everyone. So you never know. Okay, so question 1. What character is printed on this?
We were just talking about the differences between 1 and 2, right? So the 3 will be a big question. So I would love to see some of my old castmates again. I really do hope that that's brought back. And you know what? I encourage Shenmue fans, because they are so strong and they know how to use social media and all that kind of stuff. If you want to see the same cast members as before, let everybody know. I know that you guys will, and we'll be able to do that. And another question is, yeah, are we going to do that in Japan, or if we're going to do it here in the United States? It's possible that they might do it possibly here in LA, where I am. But yeah, that would be different. I would love to go back and see, you know, my castmates and crewmates again. I would love to go back to Japan and see the same folks, because as I stated before, we know each other. We know what we can get out of each other as far as directors and actors and stuff like that are concerned. So yeah, if I were to go back to Japan and see all those same people again, it would be really great. I would love that. But yeah, there's a bit of a question there, how it's going to be done, because this time things are, you know, pretty different, because it's not even going to be with Sega. So yeah, that's a good question, right? Who's going to be on the project? Is it's going to be some of the same people? If it's just going to be the actors, or if all the other people are still going to be working at Sega and not with us, who knows, right? I would love to see how that's going to work out. But at least the cast members, I would love to get all the cast members back. So we'll see. That'll be kind of a question. That's a little bit up in the air for us at this point.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Marshall, my question is, do you have a particular line of Rio's that is your favorite?
Do I have a favorite
line of Rio?
Role that I play?
A favorite line that Rio says. A favorite piece of dialogue of Rio.
Oh, favorite dialogue?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a good question, right? Because, you know, I think one reason why we all love Shenmue, right, is that we have this really kind of cool, serious story going on, right? And then we have these really weird, quirky one-liners that everybody remembers throughout history about whatever. It's like fighting sailors. It's like learning the swallow technique. Right? So as far as dialogue is concerned, there's this great epic story going on. We have these one-liners that everybody remembers for forever. So I don't know. One of my favorite lines is "Let's get sweaty." That's kind of become my. For us.
Can you say "Let's get sweaty" as Rio is with us right now? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, you didn't hear it.
So yeah, as far as it's concerned, like let's get sweaty.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dad.
Quickly, I just wanted to know if professionally going back to Shenmue was good for you. Do you felt you was being typecast, or do you think it was beneficial for your career?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last bit?
Yeah, do you think it was good for your career to go back to Shenmue 3? Because although it's work, you're also being typecast quite a bit.
You know what, let me try putting in a headphone. Just a second.
Once interrupt, I'm so caliber over there.
Are you serious?
Everyone just leaves.
Okay, can you hear me if I talk through the head?
Yeah. Yeah, so I asked if you felt it was good for your career to go back to Shenmue.
Oh, if it was good for my career.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I had done quite a few things in the industry, right? So it's funny, quite coincidentally enough, when I was talking to my wife about some of the things in my career, and my daughter was born, so I took some time off to be with my daughter, and I thought, yeah, you know, voiceover is really what I enjoy really doing the most, because I enjoy, first of all, I love games. I've been a gamer forever. I mean, my brother, before I was old enough to have games, my brother had an Atari, so I was playing Atari, and I've played everything up since then, right? And so for me to be a part of something that I love and something that I've been playing my entire life, and then voiceovers is so great because you come in and you find your character, and you don't have to, because I've done, you know, acting and stunts and all that kind of stuff. You know, with acting you have to you do these 12-hour, 15-hour days. You get up at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and or with stunts, you have to fall off of something and break your leg, or I had high falls that went wrong and hurt my shoulder, and it's just like all that stuff is fun and cool and great, but voiceovers was so cool because you get to go into the studio, you get to hang out with cool people, and you get to do these characters that I love, that I personally love to play myself. So for me, that was what I like to do. And I was telling my wife, I was like, man, I think I want to get back into voiceovers. And then literally, it was probably a couple of weeks later, they announced Shenmue 3 coming out, and I was like, oh man, this is great. So yeah, if it's good for my career, I was thinking, yeah, that's kind of where I want to get back. So if I do Shenmue 3, I want to see where I can go from there. I would love to start doing some more voice acting.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I mean, since playing Shenmue, I've become a father myself, as have you. What are your thoughts on how far Ryu should take his quest for vengeance?
That's a good question.
Oh, yeah. So how far Ryo Hazuki will take his revenge? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, essentially. I mean, you're a father yourself now, and you have a young daughter, and Ryu is kind of wasting his good years of his life seeking revenge. I mean, how do you feel about Ryu's part regarding the quest for revenge?
Yeah, that's a good question, right? Because we look at morality versus his quest for revenge and storytelling. How far is Ryo Hazuki supposed to take his quest for revenge? Is it that he wants to commit a murder and inland deep because maybe he is too dangerous, maybe he is the type of individual who wants to end the world, perhaps with these mirrors or whatever the case may be. Maybe he wants to rule over all. Is it better for him to die in the end? That's a good question. Or is it enough to beat him, right? Is it enough to stop him? Is it enough to physically beat him but not destroy him? Is that enough? Maybe it's the maybe it'd be like, okay, right, like think of it as like Harry Potter, right, where he has the wand in his hand at the very end, he decides, maybe I'll just break the wand and destroy it so nobody else can get hold of it. Maybe if Hazuki gets a hold of these mirrors, is it enough for him to destroy the mirrors so that nobody else could use it for nefarious purposes? That is an excellent question. How far is Hazuki willing to go to stop Landy? Is he willing to kill? And the thing is that
What are you trying to say? This is amazing. He lives here. We haven't got any prizes. So
Not really important question or anything, but where was you and how did you react when you found out about the news for Shenmue 3? And as things, for you, in a personal way, kind of got a bit more exciting, just going back to the old crew again, like Shenmue 3 facing Joystick. And do you feel excited about the whole thing as we are?